Hello, everyone. And before I begin, I want to say how sorry I am not to be with you in person. As those of you who receive our ACL updates have observed, it's been a very busy time here in DC, with a lot of our work over the past couple years coming to fruition, including the release of a number of regulations related to older adults and people with disabilities. I want to thank all of you for the work you do every day and thank the Arch National Respite Network and Resource Center, as well as the New York State Office for the Aging, for inviting me to record remarks. I know that every conference attendee, all the state leaders, the coalition partners, respite providers, home care agency staff, and AmeriCorps seniors, all of you provide an invaluable service to our country and to communities across the nation. That doesn't happen by accident. That happens because of dedication and hard work done day after day, year after year, providing support that allows people to live with dignity and respect in the place they call home. As President Biden is quick to point out, the care infrastructure, of which each of you is a critical component, is part of the heart and soul of America. In fact, strengthening the care infrastructure is a top priority for the Biden administration, a topic the president discussed in the last two State of the Union addresses. And this president has issued the most comprehensive executive order on care ever, an order that all of us in federal agencies are working hard to implement. And it's your advocacy that has helped create this focus, this momentum, and this visibility. When I saw your conference theme, Raise the Bar for Respite, Strategies to Strengthen Family Caregivers, I thought, yes, ACL, with Greg Link's leadership, played an important role in standing up the Raise Family Caregiving Council and the Supporting Grandparents Raising Grandchildren Council. And we serve them both by bringing the two councils together and assisting them in preparing the first ever national strategy to support family caregivers. The two councils are amazing, and if any members of the councils are in the audience, thank you. Now we are in the implementation phase, and I do mean a phase that is for all of us implementing the national strategy. And this conference is a key part of why the national strategy will succeed. If you search the strategy, you'll find respite discussed 42 times. Your leadership on these issues is vital to our caregiving infrastructure and vital to families and caregivers. Because of your voices, our society is more knowledgeable about the role of caregivers and the role respite can play in our lives. You give families the chance to rest and recharge, and you give, as the strategy says, caregivers a chance to breathe again, to catch their breath so they can return to support their loved one, something they know has great rewards. Our work is far from done. We know our efforts are underfunded and that we have a long way to go to fully achieve our goals of a respite system that supports an adequately staffed workforce and one that has all the training and support they desire. But if we keep leaning into our goals, we will get there over time. We need to keep being ambassadors for respite, because once people understand respite, I'm convinced that they will support and better fund respite services. I have known no greater advocates for respite than the ACL team, led by Greg Link and other members, Lori Staubaum and Emily Anozier. They work so closely with the grantees and partners in the Lifespan Respite Care Program. They help everyone understand the crucial work that results from the Lifespan Respite Care Program and how amazing the work done by volunteers and paid respite providers can be in helping families thrive. So I'll end my remarks in a moment so you can hear directly from Greg. But before I do, I want to thank you all for keeping a focus on equity. It is so critical that we support caregivers in every part of American society, whether they live in rural areas or face barriers because they're also a person with a disability, come from a community of color, are LGBTQ, or don't speak English as a first language. Thank you for making sure every respite program is accessible and welcoming to all people who need support. I'll close by saying that ACL is committed to working with you to support America's caregivers, and I can tell you personally that we have a president who believes in our work. Thank you again for making community living possible for so many people. I know how valuable you are, and I am truly grateful for the work you do. Thank you.